Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Chemistry with Kismet Tarot. I'm Monica, the Kismet Chemist. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Welcome to the family. I'm honored to have you. If you are returning, welcome back. I have missed you. All right, my loves. So we are back on a Let's Talk adventure. Today, I want to talk about reciprocity. I want to talk about equality. I want to talk about the nature of an equal give and take. As I was pulling back up to my house this morning, I'm planning on going and getting my nails done because I do it every 2 weeks. I get my nails redone. I get them filled. I get a new color, new everything like that. It's one of those little things I do for myself that actually contributes to my channel as well. Equal exchange of energy here. So I was actually seeing the Six of Pentacles in my head. The Six of Pentacles. And in the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot deck by Lo Scarabeo, it has a man who is holding scales and he's giving out breadcrumbs or coins of some sort to two people sitting down. And the two people that are sitting down are wearing cloaks. And I want to say in that one, it is somebody in a green one and someone in a blue one, or someone in a green one and someone in a yellow one. As far as their robes. You know what? I actually have it right over here. So you guys can't tell it. I'm a little particular about my stuff. My hat fell down. So let's see if we can find this Six of Pentacles so that I know one of them is green. I have a point here. Don't worry. We're talking about reciprocity, and the Six of Pentacles talks about an equal give and take, an equal exchange of energy. And I know, yeah, it's green and it's blue. Okay. So he's giving to the one in green. Now, if you guys follow chakras, which I'm pretty sure almost everybody does, he's giving to the heart before he gives to the throat. This is giving to oneself, giving love to oneself before you speak anything into this world. Now, the people who don't do that are the people who will speak things into existence, speak about certain things, but it's not coming from a heart-centered place. They're not giving to their heart, so they're not coming from the heart. They're coming from a distorted perception of what they deserve in this world. Now, the reason why I'm so amped up about this is because I have a teenage daughter. However, she's 19, which makes her officially an adult. She has not lived in my house for more than 6 months. No, 4 months. 4 months. She's been having a hell of a time outside of my house, going through the things that we go through as adults. And as a spiritually aware parent, it is one of the most painful things for me to witness because I know I can't help her. And it's not for a lack of resources, though there is that as a factor to it, but it's about her learning karmic lessons. There are certain lessons that she has to learn in this life. And I understand that if I were to swoop in and take care of this for her, she wouldn't learn the lesson. And then I'm taking the burden onto my shoulders. And so there has to be an equality of give and take. Now, my daughter is very stubborn. She's very stubborn. And she has a hard time listening to mom. Because mom knows nothing, daughter knows everything. This is how it goes in some situations. I know that I thought my mom knew nothing. Sometimes I still do. But that's neither here nor there. The point I'm making here is that I can't help her in her situation. I can't swoop in and be the savior and be the hero. She has to learn how to take care of herself. She has to learn how to stand up for herself and to be an adult, because my job was to teach her, nurture her, guide her throughout her life until she hits adulthood, and then she goes out into the world. Does that mean I'm not her mom? No, I'm always going to be her mom. I'm always going to love her. But at some point we have to push the baby bird out of the nest. If you know that you've taught somebody how to fly, you have to let them get out of the nest. Now, the problem is she's in a situation where she is literally being bullied by other adults, but she's in that mentality of a child. Now, these adults are narcissistic and abusers. And I know this. I know this because they were friends of mine. I know this because their son at one point sent me a video of them literally punching their blind autistic son. And I know that I learned a huge, huge, painful karmic lesson about getting involved in other people's families where it wasn't my place. Because my warrior spirit activates so hard when I see someone who is an underdog, someone who is special needs or differently abled, and someone who needs protection, and the people who are meant to love and protect them are punching them. His father punched him. The video I have is horrible. It is horrible to witness. It is horrible to hear. It is horrible. And my daughter is living there, and it was her choice to move in. I cannot do anything to change this situation. She knew what she was getting into. And it's so difficult because she comes to me and she says, I need to talk to you about these things that are going on. And all I can do is say, honey, you're an adult. You have to step up and be the adult in this situation. Discuss things as adults, as equals. You cannot be in this mentality, but I can't break her free of victim mentality. I can't make her grow up. I've done my job in raising her to understand that there are these things. When she lived with me, she wanted nothing more or less than to be treated as an adult. And once she got into the real world, she did that same thing we all kind of do, is like we crash and we burn and we're like, oh my God, I want to be a baby again. And I get that because I've had those moments. I've called my mom crying with the flu, like, I just want to go home and have chicken noodle soup. But when we think about reciprocity, when we think about an equal give and take, we have to come to the table empowered. We have to come to the table and say, I know what my heart needs. I know what my soul needs. I know where I'm at. I know I'm aligned. And so this is my truth. We don't come here and speak out a truth that isn't true in here. This right here is the most important part of everything. Heart, soul, love, unconditional love is the most important part. So when you see depravity, like I have witnessed with these people and what they do to their differently abled children, the abuse that they inflict upon their kids, and the fact that when I got involved, you know what? I'm going to speak a truth here. When I got involved, it was because their son came to me and said, what do I do? And I said, here are your options. I know these options because my kids were being abused by their biological father, who one of them, Eliza, doesn't see him anymore. They were being abused by them. So I knew these options because I was in the middle of dealing with it. I said, I can't do anything. I'm powerless in this situation. I'm an outside source. You've come to me, but I can't help you. You have a student resource officer at school. You have a guidance counselor at school. You have CPS that you can call. I can't do anything here. These are your options. Those were the options he took. Literally all of them took all of those options. I got a call and I was told that he was involuntarily committed to the psychiatric ward because I had brainwashed him. I have a video of them punching their blind autistic son. And somehow the system, the imbalanced system, did not listen to a child of abuse. They listened to the abusive parents. Situations like this rev me up so much. They make me so angry because my kids were victim to this system. I want to fix the system, but that's not my job here. I am raising a child who is going to go out into this system. And I know she is, because she is so laser set on it. She has come into a full awareness of her spiritual purpose in this world, and it is child advocacy. She was brought into a courtroom, put on the stand by a judge, sworn in during a custody battle because she wanted to testify as to what she experienced, and her father and his lawyer said, we'll fight this tooth and nail and ask for an extension, and then we'll ask to have her entire testimony thrown out. And it was 2 days before Christmas, so the judge said, we'll bring her in. He got her on the stand, he swore her in, and he said, I'm not going to let you talk. I applaud your mom for teaching you how to have a voice, but I'm not going to let you have a voice in this room. You may go. What kind of justice is there in this world? Kids are being abused and the system doesn't do anything for it. Now, my daughter is in a situation where I can't help her because she's an adult. Because she is an adult dealing with adults. And they treat her like a child, and until she gets herself out of the child and the victim mentality, I can't do anything. She needs to empower herself. Now, why am I telling you guys such a deeply personal, painful story here? I am telling you because there are so many injustices in this world. There are so many injustices. I got an email from one of my subscribers. I got an email about the amount of spiritual teachers that are hacks, that are conning people, out of money with promises that are never fulfilled. I've seen it happening. I've been on that warrior train, but that's not my job here. So if I'm asked, I will contribute my story. I will give you the evidence that I have, because you know what, guys? I've been gaslit enough times in my life that I know without a doubt how to compile evidence against someone who is breaking a law. I know how to find the laws that they're breaking. I know how to find people in general. And I also have a friend who learned that firsthand when she got swindled out of thousands of dollars that she got back. I was approached, I got involved, I gave the steps. That was one situation where it was two adults coming into a situation, discussing it like adults. Advice was given, advice was taken. Now, why can't I help my daughter? Because she's not ready yet to step up into an adult role. Why am I not swooping in like a mother and saving her? Because spiritually speaking, it's not the right thing. Emotionally and mentally speaking, it's not the right thing for her nor I. We go through these things. These are the biggest, hardest tests. When we have to face an addiction that we have, it's one of the hardest tests. Are you going to give to your heart and do what is right from the heart? Or are you going to move from here without taking this into consideration? If I moved from here, I would have marched my happy ass over to their house, beat down their door, and gone on a rager. Instead, I came from here and I asked Spirit, what can I do about this? How can I alleviate this for myself? Because this is totally, totally self-serving for me to share this with you. And that's how you know it comes from here. Because it's helping me. And in order to help myself, I am also helping others. It's an equality, a give and take. It's that Six of Pentacles energy. Equal exchange of energy. We give and we give and we give as light workers. We give. We really do. We give because we want to, because we love ourselves, because we love the world, because we love spirit, because we love spirit. We give and give and give and give and give and give and give. And I will always be that person. You can't excise it from me. But my addiction is coming in, is coming in and fighting a battle that isn't mine to fight. It's not mine to fight. When you are faced with a battle that is not yours to fight, what do? In the past, I would have sat here and bitched. I would have been like, Spirit, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? What is going on? Why is this happening? Why would I do that? Because somebody has to be blamed. Who has to be blamed? The person who's in the wrong is the person who's in the wrong. But if we all take ownership, then our reactions are on our shoulders. So I am to blame for my own personal reactions. They're to blame for their actions, their reactions. I'm to blame for my actions, my reactions. So what do? I come back to Spirit every time. Every time. I want everyone to understand the nature of coming back to Spirit. It isn't always puppies and candy canes and roses and rainbows. Sometimes you come back to Spirit and you're like, what the fuck? Sometimes you come back to Spirit and you're like, I don't like you right now. Every emotion, the full gamut is what we're supposed to feel. Feel your emotions. Come back to Spirit and purge it all, because Spirit can handle it. Spirit can take it. Spirit made you. Spirit is you. So if you can dish it out, then you can take it. And if you can dish it out and you can take it, that means that Spirit can take it. Spirit doesn't dish it out. Spirit just takes it, because that's how Spirit is. What you want to give, Spirit will take. If you want to give your addictions, Spirit will take them. If you want to give your burdens, Spirit will take them. If you want to give your victim mentality, Spirit will take it. Come back to Spirit. In times where you need equality, you need balance, you need harmony, come back to Spirit. 100% every single time. That's why we're here. To find Spirit again and again and again and again. If we weren't, there would be no religions, there would be no faith, there would be no gifts, there would be no reason for us being here. We're here to return home. That does not mean we're here to escape this life. This life is our home in this life. We're here to return home to Spirit, to find Spirit in everything in the world, including the people who are child abusers. Because it's in these kind of situations that you can either try to take justice and karma into your own hands, or you go to Spirit and you say, what can I do? What can I do? I can't help my child. What can I do? I can help you. I can help myself. And I can lead by example. That's what I can do. We can look at the depravity in the world and say, what's the point? The point is that someone has to step up and lead. I am leading in my life, and I encourage you every day, lead in your own life. Come back to Spirit and lead your life. Shine your light, lead. Take the steps forward, move forward, because now is the time to do it. Now is the time to do it. Now is the time. All right, my loves, I gotta go get to my nail appointment in 4 minutes across town. So I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, Spirit, for helping me to work through this in a way that was healthy for me and for the collective. And that with all intent and purposes brings people closer to you, because it was through our connection that I healed, and I am ever so grateful. And I just want other people to understand what you can do, the power that you have. All right, my loves. You can know the drill. If this resonated, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I have a bunch of really exciting stuff coming up, so stay tuned. And I will see you guys at my next reading. Thank you again for listening. I love you all. Bye.